Hi there and welcome to the War Bunker. Now, the Space Marine Codex has been out for a while, and indeed if you follow our channel you've seen we've already done a bit of a review of it. However, there is one page that has everyone excited. The Forces of the Space Marines. These are the different formations you can now take that makes Warhammer a bit more like Apocalypse type of formations can be taken. It looks like that most codexes will be released over the next year and have these things. And there's usually advantages for carrying a codex, for following formations. The one that's got everyone excited is this company support rule, which basically means if you take two demi-companies, and the demi-companies usually include a mix of troops, heavy troops and fast attack troops, you basically can upgrade your entire squad to have 3 rhinos. So these things. And that's really, really good. But what's even better, is you can upgrade those rhinos to Razorbacks for free. And yeah, and that's these kind of things. So swapping the hatches. This is the 55 point with a heavy bolter vehicle. So this means you can take an awful lot of these. Now one of the problems for me, and probably for a lot of gamers, I've been collecting Space Marines for a long time. A long time. In fact, I'm just reaching down. I've got a couple of rhinos that look like this. And these are proper rhinos. Pretty cool. What I don't have is a lot of Razorbacks. In fact, officially, this is the only Razorback that I own. And now I can take lots more, but for free, but there's a bit of a problem. I don't own that many of these things. I've got lots of rhinos, not so many Razorbacks. So, I've been taking to crafting and trying to work out ways that I can basically address this and convert some of them for free. Now, I've been quite lucky in the fact that I have, to start with, 3 of these hatches. Like many a wargamer as well, I also had lots of bits to work with. And I'm really quite impressed with the crafting that I've managed. First of all, I do have, I mean, if you notice, that's actually a hunter, and over here, it's ever so slightly different, if you've got a good eye for this, that's a predator. Now I've got you know, extra rhinos, extra predators that I can kind of substitute and use, and in fact, you know, in the small games, there's probably not, I wouldn't have enough points to take all the predators. So to be able to convert, for instance, a predator to a Razorback would be really cool. Now, obviously, one of the things I can do is I can just put that turret in there. That's pretty obviously a Razorback. But I've kind of been working as well. You can take heavy flamers, which are pretty cool. So how can I simulate a heavy flamer? Well, I've been hard at work, and I've got one of these, which is pretty awesome. It even turns. That's a heavy bolter. I have a spare flamer here. Which again, it even turns in the turret, which is awesome. This is a leftover piece from a killer can, which I've merged with a piece of an Aerofix kit. Again, you know, it's pretty obvious. That's a heavy flamer. I can put my flamer template like that coming from it. Pretty good. I've even got this turret here. It's again another heavy flamer. I really love some of these effects. Now, some of this turret, some of you might find it looks they look a little bit familiar, and with good reason. They are, in actual fact, I love these. They look just like a little bit dark, like a top of a Dalek, but they are actually one of these. Yep, top of your paint pot for your Citadel paint. A lovely curve. What I've done is I've cut the top off and kind of like trimmed it very carefully with a knife. Then what I've done, and you'll be able to see a bit clearer here, is I've kind of stuck it onto a base, slightly wide base that's inverted, and inside the thing that allows it to turn so neatly is I've used another base. This is actually a Mantic base, but I think you should be able to use a smaller Citadel base inside, and that kind of gives it the, it fits really snugly. It turns all the way around, and it's not actually stopped there actually, because I just go into this poor Predator, I thought was never going to be able to see the light of day. This, unfortunately, I silly glued this thing on when I was building it. And again, what I've done here is I've taken one of the paint pot's tops, and I've actually hollowed it out inside and actually cut it around to the very preclusions, so it just kind of basically fits on top very snugly as well. And there you go, a assault cannon Razorback. These are, it's been really quite fun working on all these adaptations, and yeah, I'm really pleased with them. It was fun to actually build them. They work, they're pretty obvious what they are. Even people can say, did you use Citadel parts? And yep, that's the top from a Citadel top. So therefore that's, to me, quite valid to play. And it leaves kind of opponents very, very clear what you're up against. And they actually do look pretty cool. I think partly because I am a Doctor Who fan, and it does have that kind of Dalek fever to it. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully it's given you a few ideas for hobby as well. Catch you later. Don't forget to subscribe.